Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I made a video a minute ago on Kupiansk, and Kupiansk is in Kharkiv Oblast, northeast, or if you want, east in Ukraine. And the Russians are advancing over there. Kupiansk had a mandatory evacuation a few days ago. So the Kupiansk is going to become a new Bakhmut, is going to become a new Mariupol. Now, it seems like the Russians are getting ready for something else, which is Odessa. I have an article, a few maps, and some information on what happened in Odessa overnight. And in a nutshell, the Russians launched some missiles and destroyed some radar installations in Odesa Oblast. So that tells me that they might be preparing something after that. If you destroy their communications, their radars, that means you don't want to be detected in doing something, and that is either missiles attacks or forces advancing. So let's see, what do we have here. We have here from Ukrinform an article, and it is from today, the 14th of March 2023. Russian aircraft fire 4 missiles at Odessa region. Russian invaders launched a missile attack on Odessa region using tactical aircraft, according to the Operational Command South. This is one, and it's another one. It says Russian, this is from Ukrainska Pravda, the same date, the 14th of March. Russia attack Odesa Oblast in the morning. Su-24s launched 4 anti-radar missiles. Let's see if what they did. They did the anti-radar missiles. Now, did they hit the radars or did they hit something else? On the morning of March 14th, Russia launched a missile strike on Odessa Oblast using tactical aircraft. During the morning air attack, Su-24 aircraft launched 4 anti-radar missiles, presumably Kh-31s, in the direction from the sea to the coast. So they came from the Black Sea and they hit something on the coast. Let's see what else is here. It is reported that thanks to effective counteraction, the missiles were neutralized over the sea. Oh my! But the breeze and the blast were damaged. The breeze and the blast wave damaged a kindergarten. Oh, what a coincidence, man. Even accidentally, these guys hit kindergartens on the coast and several private houses around. There were no casualties. Now, this is the way these guys are saying it. Well, we hit them, but the breeze destroyed the targets. And then kindergarten. How come there's no kindergarten, hospital, and I don't know, brothel or something? Quote, Russia once again reminded that the coast is now a line of hostilities and is extremely dangerous. Therefore, compliance with the restriction of martial law, that means no talking, no walking, no sexing, no nothing, is justified and appropriate, in particular for the preservation of life. So we are in charge of you. We tell you to relax and don't do anything, because it's all for the for your safety. Now, this is Odessa right here, and this is the area, the oblast in this area. So let's go and see. This is a Russian map. This is where the front is. This is Crimean Peninsula. The airplane came from the sea, from this area, to hit something. I didn't exactly say exactly in the Odessa area. Obviously, I would say it was Odessa, the town, because if it was a kindergarten and some houses, it's most likely it was heavily populated. So those criminal Russians just wanted to attack Odessa because they're just evil. That's what it is. And even the debris fell on the houses in kindergarten. These guys are just, I mean, I'm not saying it's happening, but I don't think in this frequency. All right, Odessa, I have it here in a different layout. Odessa is right there, so you know kind of where it is located. Odessa has a population of about 1 million some people. Let me see, I got it right here ready. So Odessa, it has a population of 1,000,000 10,537, the third largest city in Ukraine. Remember, here in Odessa, during the 2014 overthrow of the legitimate government in Kiev, some people were burned in a, I think it was a governmental building. There are videos, you can watch them, and the Russians claim there were some tens of people that were burned. They were not, I mean, they were allowed to come out, but if they would come out, they would be taken care of. There's videos over there as much as you can. There were some demonstrations and peaceful demonstrations, and they were attacked. You can see how peaceful certain people are sometimes. So I'm thinking that Odessa could be a new target in the future. I don't think it's going to come from the sea in a way of a landing, since obviously the Ukrainians have a lot of mines planted in the sea. So that's a no-no. So 100% not from the sea. It's going to be attacked from the land if they are going to be able to, let me see this one, if they're able to do anything right here. See where the Russians are? If they are able to go over this area here, over Kherson, which is another big city right here, and move on here is not a big, you see how difficult it would be to cross all these waters here. Obviously the Ukrainians will blow up all this, any bridge that would connect this. I think that would make it almost impossible to cross these things. I don't know how the Russians will do it, unless they come across from here, from the north, and go down like this. Otherwise, here is going to be an impossibility, I say. And the same, you can't come over from here, and you can't land here. So from here is nothing, I say. Zero possibility to do anything about here, from here. And I don't think it's going to be parachuting, you know, parachuting people. And we're not in Second World War, it seems like. And over these bodies of water here, that's not going to be any crossing. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least that I can see, like big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever, 3. It's not going to happen, and unless you come from in this little strip right here, because right here it's all this. I don't know. It's going to be difficult to get Odessa, unless Odessa is going to be taken politically, through a political decision, which is, you know, you go and talk to the other guys, or the other guys are, you know, we want peace and all that. Otherwise, I don't see how Odessa will fall. Unless you bombard it and that's your victory. I don't think they want Odessa like that, because there's a lot of Russians living in Odessa. And I don't think they want to raise them. But maybe by that time, the population will disperse, will just leave the town. And again, there are Ukrainians who will defend an empty town of Odessa against the invading evil Russians, like they did in Mariupol. They are doing it right now in Bakhmut, and they'll do it in Kupiansk. That's next, and I covered it in another video, and so on. And they try to make, the Ukrainians try to make this, how should I put, city defending operations as Berlin 1945, and that's not the case. Why is not the case? Because the Berlin was raised like that because Hitler was over there. That was the only reason. If Hitler was in, I don't know, Hamburg would have been, but it was bombarded first by the good armies of, or in Dresden, let's put Dresden. Remember Dresden? If you don't remember it, just do a few clicks and see what we, the good countries, did to that with bombardments. Burned them alive. And I'm not talking about military, I'm talking about population. So yeah, we have our own victories. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.